Parents, listen up. This is from Proverbs 22:6. It says, "Bring up a child by teaching him how he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it." Now, by no means were my wife and I perfect, but after we gave our life to Christ, things started to change. Here's our 21-year-old son and his testimony.
Really me, because my parents eventually ended up getting saved roughly around, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. I could be wrong, but around that general area. And they, were talking to me, and, my parents had a lot of bickering. I don't want to expose too much, but they were constantly in arguments and constantly stressed, and, a lot of problems came their way, and they were for sure going through it in their marriage, and, they had many, many, many problems. And honestly, once they started devoting themselves more to, Christ and getting to know who Jesus is and having a relationship with him, there was a transformation that was really, it was very noticeable. I mean, it went from, it was an argument every other day to, I don't really hear them argue at all, honestly. Not to say that it doesn't happen, but it's like very rare that it does happen. And it is so crazy that it's like, how can this one thing transform you? And you look at it as an outsider and you're like, how is that even possible? How is that feasible? Especially being their child, seeing these things, like seeing all the trauma and seeing all the pain and all this, like, it's very, very real. And I didn't start really entertaining it until they just kept talking about it. No matter what, I would always kind of like, nod my head and agree, but in my brain I was like, yeah, I don't have any aspiration to do it. But then one of these days, I honestly just started praying more. I just started praying for no reason. And I remember at one point, I was in my bathroom and I started praying, and I just called him Lord. I called Jesus my Lord and Savior.
Proverbs chapter 20 verse 11 says, "A young man makes himself known by his actions and proves if his ways are pure and right." Ivan, we love you. We're proud of you. And anyone watching this video, I included his link, his YouTube link, in the description. Like and follow for more. May God bless you and have an amazing day.